Now then, chaps, how we doing? How we doing, Dan? Wayno? Parky, sorry, I read that wrong. Dan, Goblin, Luke, Gareth, Parky, how we all doing, folks? Sorry, I said Wayno and he's not even here. How we doing? Apologies, by the way. I was going to play Kudelka tonight. Now then, staffs, how we doing? Ducky. I was going to play Kudelka tonight, but I'll be totally honest with you guys. I'm pretty tired. As you can probably tell with my eyes, they look like piss holes in snow. I look puzz. What does puzz mean? Anyway, yeah, I just figured we'd do a bit of a live chat some shit for a bit, because I don't really want to stay on too late tonight, because I've got to be up early in the morning for work. And if I don't get a sleep at a decent time, puzzled. I'm always puzzled, mate. Did that YouTube clip make sense? It was only 40 seconds. A YouTube clip, Dan? Where did you send that, dude? Was that on my community page on YouTube or on Discord? Oh, you said it to Parky. Never mind, ignore me. Puzz doesn't sound good. No, it's a side effect to just being absolute sexual, you know what I mean? I'm full of puzz, apparently. To Parky, my bad. Yeah, it's all right, Dan. I misread it, mate. I'm an idiot. What can I say? Can see the matchsticks trying to keep your eyes. Mate, matchsticks won't keep these eyes open. I'll have to do this just to keep them open, and then I look a bit weird, don't I? But yeah, I just figured we'd do a bit of a live natter, because I don't want to start Kudelka and then in an hour's time just go, that's enough for tonight because I'm knackered. Do you know what I mean? So I figured I'd do a bit of a live chat and chat with you folk, you know. Now then, Sky Blue, how are we doing? But yeah, I just figured a bit of a live chat, you know. Why not? At least I'm integrating and associating and being social and all that shit with you guys. But what I will show you. Anyone got any new shelf filler? Oh, it's funny you should ask, Luke. Yes, I have some new shelf filler, and I will show you. I am going to do a video. I will do a video tomorrow afternoon. Now then, Kitty, how are we doing? I was going to start Shredder's Revenge, but got tired. Yeah. I know that feeling. I live in nothing but tiredness. Bear with me, my bloody laptop's having a fucking minute with itself here. You want to see my new games? Yeah, I'm going to start. Yeah, okay, now then. Yeah, like I said, I was going to start some Kudelka, but I'm just way too tired. But I will show you all my new shit. Bear with me. Some of you might have already seen some of this, but I'll show it all properly on my video, but I'll just give you some little sneaky peekies of my new shit, and don't expect absolute gems here. No, they're one of a kind. The PS1 is getting on, let's be honest. Anyway, I'll just show you some new stuff I've got. Well, hang on. There's one game that I've got. You've had 4 sausages. Fucking hell. I bet you're walking a bit funny today then, right? But anyway, I'll show you what I've got, and I'll go into more detail on my next video anyway. But I got Crow Country on the PS5. This game in CEX is like 40 quid, and I picked it up off Amazon for 15. So yeah, Crow Country for the PS1 aesthetic and all that jazz. Hang on, let me just find some space. Final Match Tennis, or whatever it's called. It's a fucking tennis game. Virtua Golf, which, believe it or not, is a core design game. The same people that made Tomb Raider made a golf game, but that took me ages to find. Williams Arcade Greatest Hits. I think some of you guys might have already seen this. Anyway, I'm just going to show you anyway. Virtua Pool with Ronnie O'Sullivan and Steve Davis on front, looking super youthful there. Look at him. Trash It is another one that I got with a sticker on the front for Goblin there. Look, it's got a sticker on it. And now, some games that arrived today. Does that greatest hits have shoot 'em ups? 1 second. Did Williams make any shoot 'em up games? I don't know if these are shoot 'em ups because I've never played any of these. There is a game called. Hang on, I'll just look on the fucking back. At least it might be easier to read. Fucking hell, that red text is insanely difficult to read with black. Defender, Defender 2, Joust, Robotron, Sinister, and Bubbles. If any of those games are shoot 'em ups, then yeah. But I was going to say Williams, yeah, they did tend to make pinball games. But whatever Defender 1 and 2 are, Joust, Robotron, Sinister, and Bubbles are, it's impossible to tell because the front cover is just text. And there's nothing on the back apart from text. So without sticking it in my console, I won't be able to tell you. It's Defenders shoot 'em ups, is it? There you go. Did someone just... I love a holographic sticker. Right. Hang on. Did I read that something wrong there? Right, I'm sure someone said pornographic then, but it's not showing up on my comments, so I don't know if they've got rid of it. Hang on. Yeah, just holographic stickers. Did Gareth put pornographic stickers and then he deleted his comment? If he did, Gareth, your typey is amazing. Anyway, I got 4 more games as well that arrived today. My mind's in gutter, ain't it always, Luke? And I saw that and it went off. See, I thought I saw the word pornographic, right? And I was like, nah, there's no way someone put that, but it turns out they did. Anyway, I'll show you the 4 games that arrived today. World League Soccer 98. Fuck me, I love this game. And again, it's another one with a sticker on it. For Goblin, I know you love the stickers. But yeah, that's another one. And don't expect amazing on this batch, because these are just games that I needed. Rest in peace to this geezer, Sven-Goran Eriksson World Manager. So now I've got both of the games that he made. Or he, is it endorsed, licensed, whatever? Remember the pornographic pens. Oh, those ones where you turn them upside down and the thing slides up and down. If that's the ones you mean, then yeah, I remember them. 2 more. Now this one is a game that has, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There's 8 cover variants for this game. And it's Player Manager 2000. And that's the Barcelona cover. I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but there's 8 different teams that are represented on this game with all different words. So like there's Newcastle and it says strength. Don't know why. Might actually not be Newcastle. It might be Juventus. But yeah, there's like 8 different cover variations to this game. And I am not getting 8 different cover versions. Everything is in Russian today. Yeah, Miracam, mate. I don't know why it does that on selfie mode, but yeah, I've got that one now. But it's daft that they released that game with 8 different cover variations, and it's only the front cover. The manual and the disc and everything is the same for them all. I was quite enticed to get all 8 versions, but then I thought I'd be paying silly money for a game to own the same game 8 times. No, Goblin, it's not happening. You can sentence me all you want, mate, but I'm in contempt there, mate. It's not happening. But yeah, I'm not getting all 8 for that. No way. And the game I mentioned in the Discord, by the way, that came from CEX today, and it is virtually brand new. And the weird part is that CEX had this in stock, I'd say earlier this week, and it sold out straight away. But then, like 2 days ago, it came back into stock, which is crazy because I've never seen it in stock in the whole time I've been using CEX, right? Up until this past week. And for it to be twice in 1 week. So I ordered it anyway. Game with a nice sniff. Oh yeah, it actually smells nice, not like cigarettes or bum or mold or damp or whatever. Hello, Spider-Man. How are we doing? But anyway, I bought it anyway, and I thought to myself, this is going to be either absolutely knackered or there's going to be damage to the manual or the fucking inlays or something. No, it's turned up and it's in perfect condition apart from a tiny, tiny, tiny little crack in the bottom, right? But outside of that, it smells brand new as well, which is nice. You know, have a good old sniff of a PlayStation game. But anyway, it is Sonic Wings Special. So yes, I finally got that. And it cost me a bit more than I would like to have spent. But, you know, it's a fucking Phoenix game, look. Them make the shittest but most expensive games there is. And it's ridiculous. But when's the last time you went on holiday outside of the UK? 2020 was the last time. I don't like groups of people. So I don't like being in airports, and I don't like fucking flying, really. And if you know Cornwall well enough, you'll understand why I don't need to go abroad, because in the summer it's like living abroad here anyway. But that is all of my games. That's just what I wanted to show you anyway. I'll catch up to some comments while I was fucking waffling and see what was said. Remember a lie to you, pressing the bar disappear. Premier Manager and Player Manager games. Ah, you after them as well? I've got all the Premier Manager games, Luke. How we doing, by the way? And now I've got all the Player Manager ones. But there is these Player Manager games, or manager games. It's called Sports Week Manager and then the year. And they're quite fucking rare, which is something I didn't even realise until recently how rare they were. Got a few Champion Manager games. Give it a nice sniff. I'm going to say I'm not sticking my nose in that game again to have another sniff, because I'll probably overdose on fresh game, and I don't need to overdose on fresh game today. Auto Nilbog that goblin backwards. Why'd you put his name backwards? Smells like bum. Check it to make sure it works. They might have brought it back. Yeah, I'm not accept. I've got 2 weeks. It arrived today. I'll test it tomorrow afternoon and see if it works. The disc looks immaculate. In fact, I'm going to fucking test it while you guys are here. So give me a second. Let me just insert some plugs and all that jazz. Yeah, you guys can stare at the top of my frigging noodle for a second there. Right, bear with me. We don't do preparation here. We just fucking wing it. When's the last time? Yeah, a while ago, Spider-Man. Nice waffles. Sonic was a great shoot 'em up. I think you'd enjoy it, even though you don't like the genre. Well, even if it's not a good game, mate, or I don't enjoy it, it's par for the course with Phoenix games in it. So I expect crap with Phoenix games. So anything less than absolute bottom tier shit, then yeah, it's all good. But yeah, everything's like minty clean. There's not a mark on it. Oh, hang on, I've got to take the Kudelka disc out first, don't I? Bear with me. Let's test Sonic Wings Special. There we go. In. Love that intro noise. Hello. Oh, now then, shoot the glass. How are we doing? I have all the LMA manager games and the first Player Manager. Oh, I've got all of the manager ones now, apart from the Sport Weeks ones. I've got LMA, I've got Premier Manager, Player Manager, the Sven-Goran Eriksson ones. I think there's a couple more. I've got all of them apart from the bloody, like I say, the Sports Week manager ones. Sonic Wings is working. Just if you're curious. There you go. It works. I might have got a pretty sweet deal there then. Now then, Birdie, how we doing, dude? You all right? Hey, Birdie, you mentioned in the Discord that you were collecting, or you were going to write a list of PS1 and PS2 games that you were after. And I know you said that you'd find it difficult finding them in the wild, as we say. But if you post a list on the Discord, I'm sure us lot can have a look and see if there's anything you're missing that we might be able to source for you for cheap. I mean, I source PS1 games all the bloody time, which is mad enough. Hang on, I think I can reach these. I mean, I've got a few PS1 games for sale myself, including that one, Blast Chamber, but I'll have to dig out all of my stuff that I'm bloody selling and put it on the Discord, because I'm bloody useless at doing it. But yeah, this Sonic Wing special, it's working perfectly fine. So I'd consider that a win, getting virtually a brand new, untouched game. Post them on Discord. Post what on Discord, Parky? Dude, you okay looking down? I'm just tired, mate. I'm just proper tired. I haven't been sleeping very well these past few nights. And I get up super early for work. Like most mornings when I'm at work, I get up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So more often than not, I'm going to bed at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm only having like 3 hours sleep. These bags under my eyes, right, they're a permanent fixture these days. Right, Sonic Wings works. I'm turning this shit off. Hang on, it's making a lot of noise. It's doing me head in. Shut up, stupid game. I'll give it a proper try at another point. Whether I like it or not is a different matter. But I will try it. What were I saying? Yeah, I'm just tired, mate. Don't worry, I'm not down. I'm never down. I mean, life's too short to be down, right? Noodles. Isn't Cornwall more expensive? I can't read that comment. It's just shot past. Hang on. Bear with me. I'm going to have to do it on my phone here. To live in... Isn't Cornwall more expensive? I know for a fact London. Yeah, Cornwall's like one of the most expensive places to live in this country. But that's fine, because it's nicer. I would rather live in a nice area where I don't have to live around certain people, let's just say, without getting too in depth into it, right? But yeah, I'd gladly not live near that shit. Intro's lovely. Yeah, I'm good with shoot. How are you, mate? Can't beat the intro for PS1. That's true. Nice one. Goodbye. Yeah, not bad really. PS5 as PS1 intro. It does, but I don't have that turned on because my PS5 is usually in rest mode. Yeah, if you made that list, Birdie, just get it posted on Discord and we can all help you maybe source them, you know? I can do it later and I'll ask you guys if you have any. Yeah, man, do it. You got any PS1, PS3 intros on Discord? Yeah, that's been a well, that was something last year and then it disappeared and then they brought it back. Don't ask me why they brought it back, but they did. PSP Manager games. Now then, Wayno, how we doing? And old Rob, how we doing? We are lost, mate. What do you mean you're lost? Who wants their electrics done at 4 a.m.? It's not about getting to work, but more often than not, I do work on sites as well. We do like new build, renovations, rewires when there's no one there. And trust me, it's easier to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work and be done and come home and it's midday and you've got the rest of your day to yourself. I fucking love it that way. But yeah, not everyone wants work doing at 4 in the morning, mate. It's usually site work. I'm up that early. See my question, not sure if you have. Yeah, the question about Spider-Man, is it that the question about why I live in Cornwall, yeah? Get about 4 hours sleep. 67 for me. 10 hours, 5-6 hours later. Halfway no pocket for me, overloads. Now then, Daniel, how are we doing? Sorry, by the way, guys. I'm just having to catch up to the comments because you can't scroll back on my laptop for some reason, but I can on my phone. So if I miss them, I have to swipe backwards. I'm not exactly a technological kind of guy. Right, let me just get this disc out of here. So I've not got a PlayStation 1 disc just sat loose all over shitter. So anyway, how we all been doing today? What you been up to? It's nearly the fucking weekend, right? But yes, this will be continued tomorrow, I promise. I feel like I'm letting you guys down because I've not done any bloody streaming this week, really, have I? I've missed like 2 bloody days of gaming. Get to work early to have a brew before I start. I do that too, Wayno. I don't like the idea of being late to anything. I'd rather be an hour early than 5 minutes late. Do you know what I mean? Might sound a bit daft to some, but yeah, I get up silly early in the morning, get ready for work, have about 5 bloody coffees. I've put me drip in for me caffeine cannula and all that jazz. And a poo too. Stay up till 4, but be going to bed earlier than usual. Since I was Birmingham recently returning back home after a 4-hour train ride today. Bloody hell, 4 o'clock in the morning? I could only dream of staying awake till 4 o'clock in the morning nowadays. I stay up till 10 and my eyes look like piss holes in snow. If I stayed up till 4 in the morning, I'd sleep for a week. Honestly, I really would. Work most of Saturdays, 7-Eleven, rest of the day. Yeah, I agree. If you can work early, yeah, you might be tired, but then the rest of the day's your own and you feel like you've not been to work, right? Hate being late. Me too, Daniel. Yes, you've let us down, so a topless shot will be forgiving enough. I'll send you a private one, Wayno, on Discord. What I'll do is I'll even stand in mirror and I'll push me chippy tits together so there's a bit of a cleavage for you. Do you know what I mean? Just for you, Wayno. Don't know why you'd want that, but same. Love my black coffee. I don't drink black coffee. To be fair, I don't even like the taste of coffee. So I pretty much put like half a jug of sugar in my coffee every morning. Awake 5 in the morning every day, 4 a.m. on Sunday for carbs. Fucking hell. Yeah, Birdie, I wish mine was optional and all. But yeah, it's ruthless when you get up early, right? Does anyone here know someone who drinks a can of Monster a day? Yeah, Wayno. Private Wayno, he drinks fucking Monster all the time, or at least he did. I don't know how anybody can drink Monster, though. Surely a poo when your eyes first open. No, I normally have a shit first thing in the morning, last thing at night for some reason. Go and empty me guts like I did last night. I went and had a crap, and I felt great, and I had a great sleep afterwards. Don't ask me why. I'm first there, last to go at my work. Yeah, I'm the same, Parky. It's best way to be, innit? You sound the model employee. Hate coffee, just tea for me. Tea? Tea? Kind of bloke drinks tea? Oh, I'm joking, loads do. Weirdos. I don't drink tea either. Tea for me or cola? That's from one end of spectrum to another, that, Gareth. Tea or cola? I don't know. I'm saying I only want to does the overtime when I'm offered. I think it's the money. I drink Monster and poop Monster. Yeah, you probably do. Turn into a monster drinking that shit. That's it, Parky. It's the best work ethic, like old Rob says. I've always been one of them as well. Just turn up to work early. If you get asked to do more, do more. Just the best way to be in it is just turn up to work, do your job, don't whinge, get on. If you have to do a bit above your job, then bloody do it. If you want to do overtime, get paid, bloody do it. End of the day, half the time there's no reason to be at home, is there? I mean, if I was a bit younger and I was working jobs like that, then yeah, I'd still be working all the hours God sends. But now I just work the hours I want to work. But my job kind of allows that in a way. I don't want that to sound like a brag or anything, because that's not the case. But yeah, I just pick my own hours more often than not. I hate the toilets at work. If I want to, I have to wait till I get home. Train up. Oh shoot! You sound like my youngest kid. She won't have number twos at school. She goes to school, then comes home, and first thing she does is she sits on can, and because she won't have a poo at school for whatever reason. But I get what you're meaning, though. How can a Yorkshireman not drink tea? I don't actually like it, in all honesty. And well, I'll be honest with you. Here's a common misconception about Yorkshire folk and tea. We don't all drink tea. I mean, Yorkshire tea is just a brand. But let's be honest, tea doesn't grow in the UK anyway, let alone fucking Yorkshire. So it's all imported anyway, right? So yeah, Yorkshire tea is just a just a brand, mate. But no, I just don't like tea. I don't. It makes me need to piss all the time. Every time I have a cup of tea, I feel like I instantly need to go and have a piss. Like, it's like when you're drinking beer. You know, once you have one piss, that's it. The floodgates are open. And if I drink tea, that's it. I'll have like 2 pisses to 1 cup of tea. Don't know how that works, but it just does. Go and have another poo. I don't need a poo, mate. I've had 2 this morning. I don't need another one. I whinge a lot like Victor. Mate, I moan all the fucking time. Mostly at my kids because they never listen and they don't do as they're fucking told. But yeah, to my kids, I bet I must be the grumpiest git on earth because, well, I am grumpy all the time and kids make me grumpy. Pro tip: if you've not got kids, don't bloody have any. I miss the ability to stay in bed for whenever I wanted. I miss my own money most of all. But no, kids are great. They change your life. I'm just joking. Love my job. At the end of the day, it's a job. Don't believe it. McDonald's toilets are the worst. Can't say I've ever used McDonald's toilets, Wayno. I mean, shit, you'd have to be desperate to use McDonald's toilets. But then I figured I don't really eat McDonald's all that often, and when I do, it's a drive-through stuff anyway. Smoke tea instead. You've mentioned this a few times now, Parky, about smoking tea. I think like this is, without actually doing a tally, I think this is like the 5th or 6th time you've mentioned it in these past few weeks. Are you a secret tea smoker? Because I ain't. Sounds like Finch from American Pie not shitting at school. Oh, that's the great movie. I miss movies like that. They don't make them like that no more. People drink tea for caffeine and tea is cheaper than coffee. You're joking, right, vodka? How are we doing, by the way? I just buy the cheapest, shittest coffee in supermarket, that supermarket own brand stuff. Because fucking caffeine's caffeine, innit, really? Parky, stop watching In Between Us. I have a massive cup for you, tea. me too, mate. It's a massive 1 pinter, a pint mug. I won't drink any out of any other cup in the house. That one and that one only. I'm sick of blocking the toilet at home. Pro tip: if you're blocking toilet at home, either use less toilet roll or just flush more regular. Like when I got toilet, I'll have a shit, I'll wipe once, I'll flush, then I'll give it a couple more wipes, and if it's a never-ending cascade of smudge, then I'll have to flush it again, and so on and so forth. But yeah, use less toilet roll and flush more. What a fucking conversation. A poo last night and 2 this morning. Yeah, why not? Look, you eat a lot. You're the foodie, right? The sign of a good healthy diet or a healthy body is shitting regular, right? Iced tea and Pepsi for me. The iced tea sounds cool, but Pepsi, not anymore. It's got that friggin', is it aspartame or whatever, aspartame? That shit's no good for you, that's like really bad. But yeah, lay off the Pepsi for sure. I'm a grump, mate. You and me both, Wayno. I smile more when I'm on streaming than I do any other point in my life. Wish I could go. My meds bung me up. Parky's a baguette. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't let it descend into chaos, guys. Come on. Parky, just take either drink loads of pure orange juice or just get that Movicol stuff. That'll make you shit, mate. Fruit eye of a needle. Going to McDonald's seems like the last track route to getting shanked these days. Fast track route. Yeah, you're not wrong, shoot. I mean, that's why if I do go, I stay in the car and go through drive-through, and even then I make sure all doors are locked and windows down like the smallest little gap, just so I can talk to the helmet through the bloody monitor thing they talk to you through. I can. My mum knew a guy that smoked tea leaves because he couldn't afford Becky. Why though? Why smoke tea leaves? Because there's no nicotine in them, so therefore they don't do nothing for you. You're just smoking for the sake of it with tea leaves, right? Flushing is an art form. It is. If you block toilet 3 times if diarrhea. What, free flushes or ghost wipes are the best? What, the ones where you wipe and there's nothing there? Just like the stealth shits, the way you drop a turd and it just goes straight through U-bend system. I number 2 once in the morning and regular. The trick there is to time the flush with the big pump drop. Real sugar over artificial sweets for sure. They ruin your health. That's it, Mike. How we doing, dude? I agree. Those is it aspartame and all that shit? The Pepsi Max and bloody Coke, Diet Coke and stuff. Instead of sugar, they put them artificial sweetener shit in them. They're no good. Drink Monster, you'll shit. Or Tizer. Normally eat fig rolls. Fig rolls? How old are you, man? Fig rolls are a bit 75 years old. I haven't eaten fig rolls since I was a child. How would you feel if you lived in poverty, by the way? Spider-Man, that's not really a good question, if I'm honest, because I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel because I'm not in that position. If I was in that position, then yeah, I'd be able to answer it, but that's probably the best sort of question to ask someone who does live in that position. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say to that because I can't speak about my experiences or how I'd feel by being in a position I'm not in. Do you know if you know what I mean? I can't really answer that. Prune juice will have you prune juice. You only managed to block the toilet in the house, and we caught him trying to block it with a kid's plastic cricket bat. A plastic cricket bat to unblock the toilet. Wouldn't he have just been more beneficial sticking his arm down there, right? Hungry. Yeah, there you go, Spider-Man. I'd be hungry. T-Buzz. Oh, thanks, Wayno. Put enough Monster in the day, mate. On the shelves. Oh, I get it. 49 on 20 fig rolls. Drink lots of water until you get the texture just right. Which reminds me, where's my fucking drink of water? All I do is drink water. I don't drink anything else. I don't really drink pop. Maybe once in a blue moon I drink pop. I don't drink alcohol because I think alcohol's for not well, it's not for winners, is it? Let's be honest. But yeah, stick to water. Don't drink none of that artificial crap. Picked up a copy of Symphony of Night in my local CX. Now then, Trevor, how are we doing, buddy? You all right? It's the collector's edition, complete with all the booklets and audio CD, blah, blah, blah. It was priced as standard version, though. Reckon I got a good deal. Yeah, the standard version is more rare. Funnily enough, the standard version is more rare than the collector's edition, as it were. But I want that version, the double box version. That's what you're on about, right, Trevor? With the audio CD. I've got the single case version, the standard version, which is how it's rarer than the limited edition version. I don't know, but apparently it is. But yeah, I've got the standard version. I wouldn't mind getting that double box version at some point, but then it's justifying spending 500 quid on a game that I already own. Do you know what I mean? Just to upgrade it. Am I going to keep both versions? I don't know. In all fairness, I'll probably get rid of the single case version when I get the double case version. But yeah, you did. In my opinion, you got a good deal to get it for the same price. But that's one of the bonuses of CEX, isn't it? They don't really care about certain aspects. Like it's like when you can get steelbooks for the same price, for example. To them, it's just a game, irrelevance about the rest. But yeah, good deal. I just ram the bog brush when the one's book. See, you're a brush shover. You just get on at brush and just frigging violate the toilet with it, giving it some of this. Poverty in some cases, self-inflicted. Pick a gym, phone contract, wear premium clothes, buy premium food brands, stuff like that. That's it. Shoot. I mean, I don't tend to do that myself. I have a phone contract, yes. I don't wear expensive clothes because there's just no fucking point. In my opinion, clothes are clothes. Like this t-shirt, yes, it's Nike, but this t-shirt is about 13-year-old. I've had this t-shirt for literally about 13 years. It's not got holes in it. It still fits all right, you know what I mean? No point in upgrading it. But I get you. Milkshake, you drink that? No, I don't drink milkshake, mate, because it's just sugar. Fucking sugar. Well, that's my curry back in the kitchen. Read it for breakfast, Gareth. A curry for breakfast? You ruthless man. That's almost as bad as Wayno eating a bloody kebab from night before. How people can do that is beyond me. I can manage a pizza, but not that. Symphony Night is overpriced as it is. I don't think it's a good deal. Well, I think it's a good deal in terms of the price, because unfortunately here in the UK, the prices are the prices, really, aren't they? Unless you go to eBay and then you pay like 30% more, which no bugger in the right mind wants to pay more than what things are worth. Bear with me, I've got comments that have disappeared on me again. I can remember going to Heaven and Hell nightclubs as a teen, massive queues to drop my pants and do what the fuck. Why would that not have been you, mate, to have done that way now? You absolute savage. CX store at Birmingham is pretty massive, wasn't it there? I've never been to that one, never been. But then I tend to avoid Birmingham for a lot of reasons, in all honesty. £500 on a game, madness. It is, mate. It is madness, but it's not the most expensive, is it? They had 3 copies of Hit and Run and 2 of them. Oh, CEX and the bloody reprinted covers, eh? I also banged on a cubicle for tissue. You're ruthless, Wayno. How much does the standard version go for? I honestly couldn't. 600 quid, is it, for the standard version? That's the version I've got. I paid $420 for it about a year and a half ago. So it's obviously gone up quite a bit since then. Oh, honey. Typical Spider-Man, they won't be sold. Yeah, they won't. The cover reprints, no collector is going to buy them, are they? Never buy stuff until you absolutely have to. I say, Joachim's wife heard you and said you're saying with your clothes. Yeah, mate, I don't care, me. Clothes are clothes. And some people might think this is, like, am I in poverty or am I poor or am I being tight or whatever? But hang on, let me just try and get this off my bloody screen here. But I buy stuff from bloody supermarkets, me. Like bloody in Tesco in clothes section and stuff, or Asda. Sometimes they have decent stuff, so I'll buy some of that shit sometimes. I mean, I'm not a snob with clothes. I really aren't. I mean, I get these shorts. The what brand are they? Everlast. These shorts from Sports Direct, and the elastic, very airy, breathy shorts, not boxers, just actual shorts. And it's like they're like 2 for a tenner. I wear them sort of things all the time through summer. So I wear t-shirts, vests, shorts, and Crocs in the summer, or barefoot. Yes, I'm one of those who walks around barefoot. But yeah, I think spending silly money on clothes, people that do that, they tend to do it for appreciation and appraisals from other people, not for themselves. It's like, why do people go and spend a tenner on one pair of boxers, like a 15 quid or whatever for a pair of Calvin Kleins, when you can go any other shop and buy a pack of 10 for that price? Do you know what I mean? Fucking, it's just silly spending silly money on clothes. Because I'll be honest, when I see people walking around in all the silly expensive clothes, I just think, what a knobhead. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to do what they want with their money. But you can just tell there's a certain group of people that they wear all the super expensive clothes and they walk around like they're carrying carpets. Do you know what I mean? Under their arms. And it's always those types of people. And it's like, get a fucking grip of yourself. No one cares what you wear. Do you know what I mean? Savage. I think I've lost some comments from going on a rant again. Sorry, folks. Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, Simpsons Hit and Run is massively overpriced. What is it, like 35 quid in CX now? Nice knuckle duster on the finger. Are you on about this? That's my wedding ring. What do you mean? Yeah, one genuine copy was a platinum copy and two of them were black label. Both are reprints. Why don't CX charge less for reprints? Because that would mean that they'd be losing money if they charged less for reprints. I agree, though. They should do, but they don't. And they always come out with the same excuse of people nicking cases off at shelf. Ain't nobody nicking cases off at shelves unless it's the odd game. You know what I mean? Like, you'll go in some CXs and they'll have shitloads of reprints all over the place. It's not that. Like my local CX, they've got loads of reprinted covers for Wii Sports. And it's not because people nick the cases. It's because when people trade in the Nintendo Wiis, oh look, there's a Wii Sports disc left in Wii. I'll just reprint a cover and we've got an extra tenner out of it for nothing. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what CEX do. I once saw on eBay, not recently, a Capcom CPS board for 30 quid. I don't even know what a CPS board is, mate. I'm sorry there, shoot. Is that good though? Whatever that is. I'm seeing clothes half the time. My work's uniform. See, that's the thing for me. I'm quite an active guy outside of fucking playing video games all the time, and I'm hands-on with stuff. So if I've got something wrong with my car, or if I've got something to do, even if I'm wearing decent clothes, I'll still get on the floor and frigging roll around in engine oil to fix a car or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And if it's nice clothes I ruin, then so fucking be it. But that's also why I don't spend money on clothes, because what's the point if I'm going to ruin them anyway? I don't care what people think of my appearance. I know. I see what you know. I'm the same, mate. Look, I've got tits. I've got a beer belly. I'm about fucking 6 foot tall. I've got long, gangly ass legs. And I've got a fucking beer belly, so I'll look like an upside down pear. But I don't give a shit, you know? I am me. I'm still a decent person. Just because I don't live up to some society accepted way of how I should look. Do you know what I mean? I love me Crocs. Yes, Gareth, Crocs are life, mate. I swear by Crocs, right? The worst thing is I used to take the piss out of people that wore Crocs. Now I fucking love them. They're comfy as fuck. Jippo shoes. Mate, there's no wrong with Crocs. Crocs are life. If you can sell your standard edition for somewhere between 450 and 500, I'll sell you my limited edition for that. Do you want to just do a straight swap, Luke? I'll do you a swap if you want. I wear Adidas and casuals. See, the trainers, I wear Adidas, and I've got Adidas t-shirts and hoodies and stuff, but I don't actively go out and buy it. It's just usually what people buy me for like Christmas and my birthday and stuff. How are we doing anyway, Phantom? You doing well? Primark clothes do me. Clothes are clothes, mate. It don't matter where they come from. They could come off the back of a lorry for me, and I don't care. Charity shops, good quality, low prices. That's it. End of the day, it's pointless spending silly money on something that all you do is stick your body inside of, right? Hit and Run's nearly 50 quid on the GameCube. What? 50 quid on GameCube? I don't know who's making these prices up, by the way, for games. It's like like we said a bit ago about it on PS2 being overpriced. Who made the price of Hit and Run's now 35 quid game? I mean, it weren't that long ago. It were about 12 quid, right? Bang on. Anyway, fuck reprinted covers. Oh yeah, 100%. CPS 2 and 3 with 2D arcade board short. If I'm see, I don't know stuff about arcades. I'm very. I'd like to say I'm ignorant to it, but it's not ignorance. It's just basically I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm a moron. I've said this to you guys before that I'm an idiot. If I ordered a game online from CX and they sent me one with a reprinted cover, I would send it straight back for a refund. Oh, I'd do the same, Sky Blue. But I mean, it depends on what console, but more often than not, they're not supposed to send reprints anyway, for the reason of people taking them back. Arcade boards. So like out of the arcade machines, I get you. Ask the guy working there why it prices a standard version when they sell both versions. Big different price. And he said CX only taking a collector's version at mint, so anything else goes. Yeah, I remember seeing that on there, that it's only listed on mint grade, which is insane because there's no what's the fucking word? I can't think of the word, but yeah, there's no, when it comes to their mint, like one store mint might be sealed, another one might go, oh yeah, it's got no marks on it, but it's not sealed. I mean, to me personally, mint is sealed or just unsealed. But yeah, I don't know why CX are that way. I can't think of that bloody word anyway. CPS board is the PCB board used in arcade cabs by Capcom. Yeah, sorry I didn't know that, Shoot. Honestly, I had no idea when it comes to stuff like that. I wear mine even to cut the grass. When I get dirty, I bang them in the wash machine. See, I've got 2 pairs of Crocs that I wear regular. A pair that I wear to go out and about. Fucking Crocs. And a pair I wear around the house and in the garden. No, I don't want the hassle in selling it. So you'd only sell it anyway. Right, fair enough. Well, if you fancy keeping odd of it for me, Luke, I'll sell my standard version and buy yours off you. Goblin wears sausages. I wear Crocs all year round. Now the next Xbox collector, how are we doing, mate? I wish I could, but I get cold toes in winter, basically, so I have to wear shoes. One of a kind, my daughter loves the Crocs. How are we doing, one of a kind? Grey Wolf, how are we doing, dude? You can get Neo Geo Envious boards quite cheap. You need a jammer or super gun to attach controls. I've got no idea when it comes to stuff like that. I can't wear mine at work, unfortunately. See, I'm not supposed to either, because I went in once before in them, and one of the lads were like, "Come on, mate. You know, if health and safety turned up, we'd get into shit." But I work for myself, so if anyone wanted to give me shit, it's only me getting into shit. But yeah, I have to wear boots. Chilling with a coffee. It's what we need. Certainly not eBay CX a rip-off merchants. I think it's demand that drives prices up. I'd like to say it is, mate, but if it was demand on Simpsons Hit and Run, there'd be virtually no copies around. I mean, my local CEX has got at least 12 copies of it sat on shelf. I mean, usually it's desirability and all that shit, but I think what's driven it up a bit was there was recent rumors that they were going to do a remaster of it. How true that is, I don't know. But CX will give you what, like 8-9 quid on trade, and then sell it for 35 quid anyway. And I think that's disgusting. The price, what they've got on the OG Xbox PS2, the price differences between what they will give you versus what they sell it. Because every other console, it's quite a fairly reasonable gap, if you know what I mean. Probably because they are going to capitalize that Simpsons new movie. Oh, there's another movie, is there? That's probably another reason as well. My French maid outfit still fits nicely too. Fucking hell, Wayno. How is the Yakuza 20th edition on PS5 175? Okay, really? Is it? A Yakuza collection is 175 quid. And is it available to buy retail elsewhere? Because I did notice what CEX have done recently. You know, that Pragmata recently came out, and it was what, like a 40 quid game anyway? CEX was selling it for 38 quid whenever they had it in, but it kept going out of stock, which meant obviously people were buying it as soon as they were getting it in. Now they sell it for like 42 quid. I believe that's more than what it is new, which is just insane. They capitalized on Chuck Norris's death. Yeah, they did the same with fucking Hulk Hogan's death, didn't they, a while back? They're like, all of the Hulk Hogan stuff was silly prices. Yeah, that Yakuza at 175 quid's crazy. I won't date someone who's obsessed by fashion. I dated a girl who wore those shit wolf print jumpers. She was lovely, but economical with the truth. Honestly, clothes are clothes, aren't they, Daniel? I mean, I don't. It's like my missus. Thankfully, she's not one of those. She's not one of those that plies herself with makeup either, which is good. I was once with a girl many years ago, and it was like before we went anywhere, she'd put makeup on like she were fucking doing a plastering job, like some at tradies I work on site with. She was just fucking chucking it on like it was like massive fucking lumps on face and fucking smoothing it out like she were fucking with modeling clay or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop wearing that shit on your face. It's no good for your skin. Admire your life outlook there. A strong sense of, hey mate, it is what it is for me, old Rob. I rate don't bloody care me about. I mean, as long as my health is fine and my family are fine and everything around the house is fine, I don't care. I mean, what would it make sense for me to, if like for example, if I needed a bill to pay a bill one month and I was skint and I had 50 quid, but I also needed a coat. What would be better, to spend 50 quid on a coat or your bills? Do you know what I mean? You can't buy it anymore. That'll be why it's expensive then. That is me. 2 pairs of Crocs for me. That's same here. I've got 2 pairs and I want to buy more, but strangely Crocs are fucking expensive now. I borrow my dad's Crocs, thanks to excuse me. Imagine if I lived in Glasgow or Edinburgh, the 2 big cities in Scotland. What difference would it make to me, Spider-Man, if I did, mate? I mean, it doesn't really matter where you live, does it? In all honesty, I guess if I lived up there, it'd probably be cheaper than living down here. But true story. I've never been to anywhere in Scotland. The furthest north I've been is to Newcastle, and I've never had no reason to go any further. I'm the guy that wears trainers and socks on the beach on holiday. Oh, Wayno, you're not one of them, are you? Because believe me, living as close to the beach as I do, I see those types of tourists all the fucking time. It's red hot. Everyone's in sea, everyone's in bikinis, and there's always that one guy on beach who's got jeans on, a big massive black shirt or a jumper, and he's got fucking trainers and socks on beach. And I bet that's you in it, Wayno. I mean, when it's hot here, I barefoot it everywhere. I mean, shit, I drive barefoot more often than not. It's because he got web toes. And it's the other Resi 2 cars. Yeah, CEX are just how they are, aren't they? And the handkerchief hat. Always wear a cap. Saw that pretty quick. Oh, that bloody Yakuza game. Cannonball saw the complete collection, and could embarrass CEX. If a big cost me fortune for thinking what game could have bought. Mate, pro tip. If you're going on holiday and you fly in, make food to eat, like sandwiches. Eat it before you go through airport. Then you don't need to spank it on stupid, overpriced airport slop. Pro tip that, mate. Or a sensible one with a trowel. Smelly Crocs. Crocs price well in Sports Direct. You know something? I've never looked for them in Sports Direct. I probably should. Shit, what are shit flickers? I'm not quite sure what are shit flickers there. Saw Travis in Glasgow in the early 2000s. Never been. Crocs, those blue shoes with holes in. Back in the day when people started wearing them, I used to call them allergy shoes. They're not necessarily blue. They come in all sorts of bloody different colours and variations, but they do have all the holes in. I think they were more popularised in hospitals, like surgeons and stuff started wearing them. I think they were popularised that way. I'm pretty sure. No naked women on the beach near you, Wayne. Oh, all the bloody time, mate. There's a nudist beach just down the way from where I live. Like, I jump in the car and it'll take me 20 minutes to get there, and it's a nudist beach. I'm not a perv, so I don't go on that beach very often because I don't need to perv on naked women. I've got a wife. I can do it there. I can do it at home. When it's hot, you got to get some air on the balls. Oh yeah, for sure. I have done in the NIF on that beach once or twice myself. Get the nice cold seawater around the balls. It's a refreshing sensation, I'll tell you that for note. especially when you're starfishing in the sea and you're floating on your back and your old chap's flagpoling up in the sea. Fucking glorious, like a submarine's breached. Those kiddies through and through my ice cream in the sea. That's a random punishment. You're not taking off your socks. I'm chucking your ice cream in the sea. Mine are. Hang on a second, Gareth. I'm a little confused here. I'm assuming you mean your Crocs, right? But you've put 2 comments here with just one in between, and it says nothing worse than Betty Swallocks. And then you've put mine are black. I assume you mean your Crocs are black, or do you mean your Betty's are black? Because if you're on about the second one there, mate, you might want to go see a doctor. What have I just rejoined? Oh, chatting all sorts. Betty Swallocks the lot. Sausage party. So you meant your Crocs. Right, okay. That's good to know that you meant your Crocs and you weren't talking about your knackers, mate. Because honestly, we've already had you talking about pornographic stickers. But yeah, nudist beaches were brought up, Goblin. I can't remember who brought that up, but yeah, there's a nudist beach not far from me. Maybe 20 minutes to get there. Of course you did, Gareth. Gareth's great with typos. I mean, I still chuckle at Quickie Lorraine. That did me, that did. Wade knows. I'd like to say I know anything, but I don't tend to know a lot these days. Let me just get a drink. So what we've been up to anyway, enough of me talking about Crocs and sweaty bollocks. What have we been up to today, guys? Come on. Right, hang on. You're having a laugh. Oh yeah, I know you're having a laugh, mate. It's the aim of my channel is just to have a fucking laugh and just be normal. You know, well, I say be normal, but be not normal, if you know what I mean. Just be yourself, I guess. We're talking about Barry starfishing in the sea and vodka's ice cream floating past after his dad loved it. Oh, go on, Dan. That's amazing. Eating and working, then eating. You're chatting, now eating. Sorting out the garden in the morning, sifting compost. Really exciting stuff. You've been sweating your balls off in your Crocs. Now you say this, Vodka, that you've been doing your garden, nothing exciting. I fucking love doing my garden. I cut the grass the other day, and we got all of our plants that we've got loads of plant pots in the garden, and they looked a bit sad. So I trimmed a bunch of the dying leaves off, took the plants out the pot, put some fresh soil in there, put them back in to lift them up a bit more. I felt like I'd actually achieved something by doing that. So don't dismiss gardening. It's quite therapeutic. Wayno with a face mask on. Oh, fucking Wayno probably sits there having a Tommy tank with a face mask on, doesn't he? In case he gets it in his mouth. Some garden maintenance, playing a bit of Diablo. See, garden maintenance is great. I love it. I honestly, this might sound, I don't know, it might be age talking here, but it feels it's nice when you've cut your grass and you've sorted your garden looks nice. I love going and then sitting in the fucker having a brew, put my feet up, have 10 minutes. It's like one of my favorite places outside of this room. My favorite place is my garden or my shed, but my shed's in my garden, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal, right? I'm about to play a word on Mega Drive with my arcade stick. Nice. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that, by the way. Yeah, I'm done with trying. Yorkie Titchmarsh. No, it's Yorkie Chippy Tits, mate. Come on. We know this now. But yeah, look, I love going out in garden, and you get some sunshine, some vitamin D. You're doing something, you're keeping occupied. It's a bit of exercise, even as low level as it is. You can't really get exercise playing video games apart from your thumbs or your hand if you're playing with an arcade stick. And if I want that sort of exercise, I'll do it that way. Do you know what I mean? But Charlie Dimmock, isn't that the chick who was famous for not wearing bras on TV? Not now, you don't. Charlie Bollock. Just chilling today, waiting on Gasman to come, who never turned up. Fucking Gasman never turned up now. That sucks. I don't really know what to say. I fucking hate that, but as a tradie myself, I am yet to fail at turning up to someone's house. For me, garden is hard, but I feel relaxed. It's so quiet. Yeah, I love doing my garden because, again, where I live, yes, I live near the beach, but it's also on the edges of a village, so it's super quiet here. So yeah, well, if I'm not hearing the sea when it's rough, all I hear is the birds and the fucking animals and shit. Chippy Titmarsh, that's it, Sky Blue. You know it. Bear with me, I've got to rewind to some comments here. Just today, message retracted from Gareth. What did I watch on CITV back then? If you did watch it, fucking hell, mate, Spider-Man. That's a bit of a specific question. I mean, I was born in 1983, so asking me to remember CITV, that's going back some. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, I guess. No, I mean, I listened to this. I could stream Mega Drive games instead of Silent Hill 4 in a bit, though, maybe. How far off finishing Silent Hill 4 are you, Goblin? You might as well finish it, right? Sorry, Kitty. Did the stream buffer then? It's probably your potato internet, Parky. Mr. It's a good Masage is a good game to exercise your hands. Played on Xbox. I've no idea what that is, Wayno. I kind of don't really want to ask you what it is. Have you got Outlander on the Mega Drive? She didn't wear a man bra once. No, because I haven't. How are we doing here, Titi Hooray? I've not patented them yet, so no one should be wearing them. I've got the trademark, but I've just not got the patent. You love mowing your lawn. I haven't heard of that one, Rob. Not much free time for me these days. It is work or home, mostly. Yeah, when I'm at home, I tend to, rather than sit on my arse and watch telly, I don't watch telly. So I hate being sat still, doing nothing. Like, I don't really like to watch films or TV all that much because I feel like I'm wasting my day when I do that. 2 bird feeders see all kinds of tits on a daily basis. Greasy Tales for Gruesome Kids. Fucking hell, I don't even know if I remember that. I'd have to see what that looks like. Silent Hill 4. Yeah, Goblin's been streaming through Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and he's currently on 4. When I was a kid, I lived next to the M60. All I could hear was cars, except Christmas. 3 years younger than my sister. She was born in 80. Yeah, I was 83. There's a tub of mayo on the screen. You just tap it with a finger. That game's called My Name is Mayo, Wayno. What I've never heard of the Masagay one. But yeah, on PlayStation, it's just My Name is Mayo, which is a little weird that there's another name for it. Same game. Got up to the hospital last time. Doesn't have a happy ending? Does it have a happy ending? Working home, only time I get is a Sunday. Yeah, Goblin Duke bashing through the Silent Hill, the Hills of Silence, as I keep calling it. Female models for man bras maybe wouldn't even be weird this day and age. That's why I was on about doing man bras, because in this day and age, there's probably more men wearing bras than women anyway. All those ones that identify as being a kipper or a fucking sausage or some shit. Anyone seen Seabrook mayo? Seabrook mayo? What, like mayonnaise flavored like the Seabrook's crisps, or Seabrook's crisps flavoured like mayo. I'm curious. Budgie smugglers. Wayno probably sits on beach, right, with a mankini on, the bright green one that Borat wears, and his socks and trainers. I've got a feeling that's how he sits on beach. He's probably got a bra on as well. Don't ask me why. Beefy Seabrooks. Seabrooks crisps are the best. They're the best crisps. Do you know why they're the best crisps, by the way? Because they're from fucking Yorkshire. Like me. I'm the best. No, I'm joking. I'm just chatting shit again. And you said you don't perv on that nudist beach, you liar. Well, if you were there on beach wearing a mankini, you shouldn't be on beach because it's a nudist beach. People only look at people wearing clothes funny, not for pervy reasons, but as if to say, get your kit off or fuck off. Mayo with Seabrooks crisps. I assume flavouring, because having crisps in the mayonnaise would be a bit soggy, right? So it's just flavourings, right? Prawn cocktail. Love prawn cocktail. He wears a leaf. Check out on B&M site. B&M have got a website? Have they? I did not know that. Ducky, if you're still here, by the way, how did you manage to wangle the Hot Wheels display? Did you just ask for it? I mean, the Hot Wheels collecting's got a little out of hand if you've decided to get a shop display to store them all on. It's good, though, that you have. It's a massive leaf. What? That you use as an umbrella? Because if it's to put over your Yoo-hoo, trust me, to all 22 other viewers on here, he doesn't need a massive leaf. He is a massive something, and he uses a little leaf. I'm joking, Wayne. I'm joking, everyone, by the way. It was on Marketplace, paid 50 for it. You paid 50. You should. Do they not have any in the shops then? Those same displays that you could have potentially asked for? Prawn cocktail, mayo, cheese and onion mayo, beefy barbecue mayo. Ooh, I'm going to have a little wander over to B&M this weekend. I might even nip in on my way home from work and see if I can find any of this. I mean, I love mayo on stuff. I put it on fucking everything. So flavoured mayo might perk me up a little bit. I'm not a shower, I'm a grower. That's pretty much what everybody who... Is it Scary Movie 1? When he's like... a baby penis is a disability, man. You wouldn't take the Mickey out of someone in a wheelchair, so why take the piss out of someone with a little dick, huh? Is that? I'm pretty sure that's a Scary Movie. Yeah. Have you got a baby Willy way now? I already kind of want one too, Ducky. Oh, Goblin's gonna get a display now. Off to B&M tomorrow to see if he can hound the manager. Just ask the managers in B&M. Say, listen, you've got this display for your Hot Wheels. When you've sold them all, can I have it? That's what I used to do with displays that I used to collect years ago. I used to just go in to fucking cinemas when they had big cardboard cutouts. When I worked at Game, I used to be like, look, can I have them when we don't need them no more? And they'd be like, yeah, sure, take them. Because it's just waste for us. I guess back then it's not like it is nowadays where people love that shit. But back then it was just cardboard, wasn't it? Yeah, they do, but I don't have any transport, and I doubt the spares to give away. But I'll ask to get another. Yeah, you should do, Ducky. I mean, do you not drive? Like, here we have them, we throw them away. We just bin them. My missus had a life-size Mr. Bean. A life-size Mr. Bean. Well, I assume she had that because it was better to look at than yourself, right? I'm joking, by the way. I did you saw? You did, but you sold it in Jan. Yeah, I'm sure you mentioned that before. My bad for forgetting, man. I'm a useless twat, aren't I? I always forget. Now then, love, I'll be down in a bit. Oh my god, we are lost. Aren't we always lost, guys? It spiced up the nights. I don't really know what to say, but if it spices up your bedroom activities, having a big Mr. Bean cardboard cutout. Now, who did who did it spice it up for, Wayno? For your missus, because then she had something else to look at? Or you, because you've got a bit of a thing for Mr. Bean? I don't bloody know. I'm a little weirded out by that comment, to be fair. A threesome. And I bet Wayno still managed to be the filling in that sandwich. I walked past a house down my street once, had a cardboard cut out of Ainsley Harriott staring out the window. I bet that was weird to see, right? A big cardboard cut out of Ainsley Harriott. You okay? Yeah. Wayno won the Blueies tonight. Sharon was getting spicy. Hey, look, it was never intended to get spicy, but it's just Wayno. I think he's just sexually deprived. Threesomes with Paper Rowan Atkinson's goes hard. Some. Oh dear me. He was in the other room. Was he in the other room with your wife, or were you in the other room, or was he actually just out of the room? Saying, give your meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy. Isn't that what he says? Oh, that's funny. It's like, is it Home Bargains and B&M? They always have one of those cardboard cutouts of a police officer just stood there smiling. That fucker's the hardest working copper in country, him. I'm going to ask at one of them if I can have that cardboard cutout of a copper. I'm going to put him on beach just to freak people out. Imagine collecting VHS. Hey, there's nothing wrong with collecting VHS Spider-Man. Goblin collects some. I keep the odd few if I come across decent ones, like usually just horror movies. But yeah, there's no wrong with VHS, mate. You can't beat the tracking lines and scan lines of CRTs with VHS. That's an era of time way gone. And I'll be honest, I prefer watching movies on a VHS than I do a DVD, especially the older stuff. You scare your kids with that copper. It was in the other room. I've started. Yeah, Ducky's started VHS too. Nice. But you can get that copper cut out on Temu. Yeah, VHS do look great. I always wonder where the Busy from Homie Bees is now. Oh, the actual guy. He's probably not even a copper. He was probably a hired model or actor that literally was told, just put this uniform on. You're standing there for a picture, and it's going to be all over country. I bet you that's what it was. Have you seen any of the Mandela effects? Not quite sure what you mean by though. Which Mandela effects? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. I do need to start VHS. Got loads of me covered. Hey, I love VHS. I mean, one of my favorite memories of a VHS or watching a movie on VHS was Jurassic Park, the first one. When it first came out on VHS, was like what mid like late 94, mid to late 94. It came out on VHS, and I had one of those 14-inch CRT TV VHS combo TVs in my bedroom, and I remember putting that on and just loving every fucking aspect of it. And I've still got that VHS. It's somewhere up there behind all my other shit, but I've still got the very same VHS that I was given as a gift in 1994. After all these years, what has it been like? Fucking 32 years. Forrest Gump doesn't say life is like a box of chocolates. It says life was like a VHS box. It says like, I don't get that. Never got rid of my VHS. Just added to it. Yeah, that's the joy of VHS nowadays. No bugger wants like this. It's quite niche, isn't it? Collecting VHS these days, so you can tend to get them cheap as shit, unless it's the horror movies, and then some of them on eBay, some horror movies. I mean, yeah, some of them are fucking ridiculously expensive. What's this? He was always smiling at me through the window as I walked. By vodka and cheap fake Wicked Age 15. VHF. Oh, yeah, I remember the cheap Wickeds. The T-Rex wrecking the shit house was mad. Yeah, eating that guy on toilet. Jurassic Park favourite film. Yeah, I prefer the original film, and the rest of the films can get in bin for me. Jurassic Park 1 was, at the time, if you're old enough, by the way, to remember massive amounts of 1993 on that era, Jurassic Park was like the biggest movie of all time, wasn't it? Like the special effects were insane. And I'll be honest, some of the special effects in that movie actually still hold up quite well all these years later, which can't be said for even some modern movies these days, if I'm honest. I mean, shit, have you seen the fucking CGI mess that some of the superhero movies have been lately? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, the fact that older films look better than modern films. Just fucking, it blows my mind how they do it, to be fair. I remembers the video shop and someone wiped the film off with Brookside. Well, I never ever had that happen to me, but I remember video shops for sure. Like the row of like shops where in the place I used to live up north, there was a video shop and it had loads of arcade machines in there, and you could rent games as well. And then obviously everybody fucking remembers Blockbuster. What fucking amazing memories, right? Of a Friday night or a Friday afternoon going to Blockbuster, picking a DVD, not a DVD, sorry, picking a movie, picking a game, and then going home and having the best fucking weekend ever. Obviously that shit don't happen no more. Rental shops had VHS. Yeah. Didn't appreciate my VHS players tuning up my videotapes. Preferred DVDs ever since. See, I agree with you there. Obviously, DVDs don't have that issue of getting chewed up, do they? But yeah, there's just something nostalgic about watching VHS versus watching DVDs. I mean, DVDs, yeah, they play perfect, but you get especially on DVDs anyway, you get that low resolution image, where at least on VHS you know what you're getting because they were designed for CRTs, weren't they? But yeah, I get what you're saying. Every scary film on VHS had that same guy at the beginning of every trailer. Well, the previews guy, Don Fontaine, in a world. That guy with a deep voice, is that what you mean? His name's Don Fontaine. Still so wicked. No, Jesus, that still exists. Special effects will never blow me away like that ever again. I agree, Vodka. When I was as a kid, I mean, shit, in 93, I was 10 when that film came out, and I loved it. And even now, when I watch Jurassic, I usually watch Jurassic Park maybe once a year, but every time I watch it now, it gives me a warm, fuzzy, like nostalgia feeling, especially the before it starts, and it's the boy on the moon fishing, if you know what I mean. The intro, it's either is it not? It's not Touchstone, is it? I can't remember who it is. Amblin, no, Amblin's the bloody ET one. But whoever it is, when I see that bit, I'm just like a warm, nostalgic feeling, and it's like I wish I was a fucking kid again, you know. It's a great movie. Is anyone selling any VHS? I don't have any more to sell, I'm afraid. But again, that's something we could put on the group. Modern movies are shit. The Fall Guy based TV show based on TV show example. I've not seen that. I don't watch movies anyway all that often. Older films, a decent amount of practical effects combined with CGI, so the age better. Yeah, I've always been a firm believer of practical effects over CGI, especially back in the day when CGI wasn't as good. But then the CGI they used in Jurassic Park was pretty good, but I know they did a lot of animatronic stuff as well. Video rentals for weekends. Yep. keep all the stickers of my games. I don't take them off. See, the only stickers I take off are CEX ones. But if they've got stickers on from a video game shop that don't exist no more, or Game Station, for example, I always leave them on too. I only ever remove CEX stickers or shitty just generic price stickers. Those little tiny rectangle stickers, I remove them as well. They're shit. DVDs got other issues like disc rot and scratches. Yeah, disc rot happens, but it happens with every disc-based media. Xbox 360 games being the prime suspect with that. 1 second. DreamWorks. What was it? DreamWorks? I can't remember the bloody name now. With who does it? There's a couple of you saying DreamWorks, so it must be. I remember watching Freddy and being terrified. Yeah, you're fucking telling me, mate. Nightmares for days. The worst one for that was Poltergeist. I won't go near a TV that had white noise static on it ever again. Play Lost World just on PS1. It's a great tie-in game. It's not too bad. It's not the best, but it's all right. I've never had disc rot. Some of my discs are older than 15. My copy of 28 years later, private copy, I had it since post-2000 stores. See, disc rot usually applies when basically the best way to get disc rot is if you take a game that you've got and it's scratched and you go and get it put through a disc cleaner to get it repaired. The biggest problem is that it introduces water to the disc, and on 360 games, around the plastic center around the hole in the middle, those parts of plastic are not bonded together, so water gets under that bit and then spreads throughout the disc. But Xbox 360 games were made on the cheap anyway, because Microsoft outsourced the disc pressing process to the lowest bidder, basically. So that's why Xbox 360 games are the worst culprit for disc rot. What's this here? AI movies taking over. Another reason not to watch films these days with AI. Speaks on Discord and Goblin stream if he's on. Hey, no worries, Ducky. What do you not like to be in my streams? Fuck this bloke from Yorkshire. I've had enough of him. First time going from VHS to DVD, I was so amazed by the Doom like a Neanderthal discovering lightning. I get you. I was kind of like that. I take serious. Yeah, we all do. But see you in a bit, Ducky. I waited ages to get a good copy of Alien Trilogy with the sticker. Oh, mate, I've got loads of fucking games. When Goblin was on about the games with stickers, say, is it 5th Gen Journey? He was doing it too. Games with stickers. Yeah, I ended up having a look through all of mine and seeing how many I had. And there's a fucking lot with original stickers on. Like, and I'm not just meaning price stickers, like proper stickers that should have been on the cases and shit. Have we voted? No politics, Parky. Cash converter stickers the worst. Oh, mate. I hate it when people put stickers on the inlays. Game, when they used to put those barcode stickers that fade over time into just a white rectangle. They used to have us, when I worked at Game, they used to have you put a sticker on the back of the case, usually on the inlay, but I never did, as well as on the manual and sometimes on the disc itself. That shit stressed me out. It's like, why? You don't need the stickers there. They don't mean anything. Now then, Tasmo, how are we doing? I watched Freddy as a kid and tried to stay awake. Yeah, same. Gave me nightmares, mate. Every time I fell asleep, I thought I was dead. This is super good to press their games. Back to put 3 Little Monsters to bed. Yeah, I did my duty before I came online. He's not gone. Yeah, he's not gone. He's just back. Bought a game from eBay a few weeks ago, and it was sent using the InPost lockers. They didn't put the game in an envelope, and now the box is ruined with postage stickers. Oh, shit. Is it a game you can change the case on, though, Sky Blue? Because that... So they just sent you the game as is, like literally like that. Just sent you it like that and didn't even think to put it in a box or a bag or anything. That is absolute savagery. I don't know how people do that. I mean, I've never had that issue. I think my worst experience with buying something and receiving it was when when someone sent me a PlayStation 1 game and it was wrapped in bubble wrap, but the outside packaging was just those nappy sacks, those sacks you put shitty nappies in, or dog poo bags, whatever. They were like put in one and then it was put inside another one upside down and then taped together. I was like, at least it was protected with the bubble wrap, like. I had game for doing that. Yeah, I hate game for doing that. I have shop stickers from places like Beatles and WizKids. Beaties and WizKids, sorry. Pure nostalgia for me. Oh, fucking hell, WizKids. Shit, yeah, you're Sheffield, aren't you? Because the WizKids were they were like a small independent company back in the day. Because there was a WizKids in Doncaster as well. And I used to fucking love that shop. I used to get on really well with the guys that work there. But I don't know about Beaties. I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever bought anything from there. Mr. Sheen is good for sticker removal. Isopropyl alcohol. Everybody says furniture polish, but you can get a can of furniture polish, what is like £4, or you can buy a fucking big ass bottle of isopropyl alcohol for a fraction of the price, and it works much, much better than furniture polish. The only downside is it doesn't make your fucking game smell like your grandma's living room. But yeah, Mr. Sheen is good. Polish good against sellotape residue off Windows. I've bought a game with the game missing. Shit, yeah, that happened to me a few times. I've bought a game and there's been no disc in it. I've always got that issue sorted out though. Because if that ever happens, you buy a game and there's no fucking disc, and then you go back to the shop and they try to argue the case, you just tell them to do a fucking stock check. Just say, count your stock. Then they can't refuse because you're giving them a valid explanation as to how to sort the problem out. Just say, count everything you've got, count your cases versus discs. Probably the best way of doing it. That was kind of the thing that we were taught in game. That is, always make sure the game's there, because that can be something a customer can say. So now then, dude, how are we doing? So infuriating when you find a box tendencies for a game with a big dirty price sticker on the front. Fucking, I hate that. Especially if it's a CEX sticker. Please tell me it's not a CEX sticker. Like a model shop that sold games. No, then I'm not sure about with BTs, mate. Virtua Fighter 2 on Saturn, so the box is prepped to the cardboard. Fuck me. Yeah, I forgot about the Saturn having like 3 different variations of boxes, but the cardboard ones with the plastic stripping on the inside, right? Well, that sucks, mate. That you can't. Maybe try using a hairdryer to see if you can loosen up the glue. Because I'll tell you straight, if you use furniture polish and isopropyl alcohol on the raw cardboard, it will get rid of the ink and the imagery on the cardboard. But maybe a hairdryer for the heat might loosen up the adhesive on the sticker. That might help. Isopropyl is great for contacts on carts. It is. There's this like an eraser, a rubber, which is the best thing for contacts though, because it like isopropyl alcohol can sometimes leave like white residue behind when it dries, which just wipes off more often than not. But if you don't wipe the contacts down afterwards, it can have a negative effect. We'll carry on. I remember buying Time Crisis from Game Station years ago and I had to return it. No light. Looked exactly like a bullet hole through the disc. Never seen anything like it. Fucking hell. I've never seen anything like that, to be fair. I mean, I've come across a few PS1 games that are cracked. The discs are cracked, but I've never seen one with a bullet hole in it. PS1 had different boxes too. Yeah, the PS1 had, well, trust me, I'm sat in front of loads. The double box, the standard single box, then it had the black single box, then it had the shorter single box, and then 4 cardboard boxes. No idea why there was only 4, and the 4 that did release were pretty random as to why they had cardboard, but yeah, no idea behind that. CX Notorious for hiding crap under that. Yes, they are 100%, because I took a game back ages ago because it arrived and it had their like where they have the price and that little barcode, the longer sticker. It was on the back, and as I took it off, the case had a hole in it, and it went straight through the rear inlay. It had ripped the rear inlay, but they put the sticker over it. So I just took the game back, and I'm like, I'm not happy at the fact that it was hidden behind the sticker. I'd like an exchange, but that got sorted. But yeah, they are notorious for that. I completely forgot about that. If I buy a game and take back to another store, how do they know if I had a manual? I bet some sell manual. Right, here's a pro tip, Wayno. If it's a game that they currently send via DPD, because they don't use Royal Mail for certain items now. Like if it's just like a PS3, 4 or 5 disc game, they just send it via Royal Mail. But like PS1 games, they send via DPD now. And another bonus, now they use DPD, I know which stores my games come from. Like that one came from CEX in Derby, and I know because the label on the front of the box that had my address on it, it had the sender, and it was the CEX Derby where that one came from. So credit to CEX Derby for sending me a good condition fucking Sonic Wings or whatever it's called. But yeah, if it's a PS3 game or a PS2 game, as long as it's not one of those rarity ones, they don't take pictures. Basically, you can take a game back, keep the manual, take it back. I'm not condoning that because it's a bit scummy, but you could get away with that. Whereas PS1 games that are sent via DPD, they take pictures before they send them out, so you cannot scam them basically. Well, if it's just a random PS2 or 3 game or a Wii game or something, they don't give a shit. They just put them, as long as the disc's in there, they send it. Jobs are good and they don't care. Hairdryer's a good shout. Give it a go. Yeah, hopefully it works for you, mate. I hope it does. I've seen people use Mr. Sheen to take pen and marker off boxes. Mr. Sheen gets rid of that. I mean, obviously I know isopropyl alcohol does because I use it all the time on plastic PS1 cases, but because I don't understand either. I'll just grab a random game here, for example. There we go. This is not an example of it. It's just Tekken 3, but PS1 game, I see a lot of these games where someone's permanent markered that box, and it's hella annoying. It's like, why go to that extent of colouring in over the barcode with a black marker? So I've had to do that with a few games, get it off. But again, I just use isopropyl alcohol for that. Yes, I won't do it, but it happens. Oh yeah, it will happen, mate. I mean, shit. There's been certain YouTubers that I think some of you guys might have used to watch him. TVM. He kind of made a thing about it with people on his viewers, basically saying when you trade a game in, as long as it's not one that requires a manual to get more money, just take the manual out, trade it in, and sell the manual separately. I would never condone that because it's a bit scummy, because then it's like all that affects is us collectors. Because if we go buy a game from CEX and it turns up we're out a manual, then you've got to go and fucking source a manual, aren't you? Or then you've got to take it back and say, look, it's come without a manual. Can I get an exchange? That's usually why CEX don't tend to send incomplete games out very often, unless it's a cheap one. I think anything more than a tenner, they're kind of obliged to send it out complete, unless it's one of those with or without manual purchases. It has to be the game store from back in the day with the marker on the barcode. Probably put a sticker on top. Yeah, it's 100% an old game shop. I know a few people that used to do it, but it's just ridiculous that why they did it. Yeah, Wayno. Thankfully, when I collect this stuff, it's with or without manual on the listings when I buy them. But if I'm buying in a shop, if I'm in the shop, and it's not got a manual already in the case of, say, a PS3 game, for example, I always ask them straight away. I'll say, "Is there a manual with this?" And there's one CEX near me that leaves all the manuals in their cases, irrespective of if it's a high value game or not. They just keep the disc in a wallet and stick it on the back. Everything's got a manual in it. So I guess if you want to go to that CEX, you could technically fucking go on a manual scavenge. Again, I'm not condoning thievery, but you know, still have a few of the old Game Station. Keep them, Birdie. 100%. Keep them on. I mean, it's a shame Game bought fucking Game Station. Game bought Game Station because they were a great, like, probably the best competition they had at the time, and then closed them down, as you do, pulling an EA or a Microsoft, doing what exactly they do. Market consolidation is not good. I once took a manual out of a game I ordered online from CX with a PS3 game, and it was absolutely battered to death, so I thought I'd keep it for messing me around. See, I understand your reasonings there, Luke. I totally get it, mate. I would probably have done something similar myself, but I'm not condoning it. That's all I'm saying. But I agree with your methods and your reasoning. But yeah, I mean, it's the least they could do for messing you around by sending you some shit out, isn't it? There are a couple of PS2 pricey games with no manual. It is what it is. Just happy to have the games. See, I'm the same. Hang on. Is it this one? It's either Suikoden 5. No, it's Suikoden 4. No, that's Suikoden 4. So, yeah. See, that's got an old price sticker on it. Look, I'm keeping that on because that's from Console Connections, which used to be a game shop here in Cornwall, which is no longer around. But yeah, my copy of Suikoden 5 doesn't have a manual. Yeah, my Suikoden 5 doesn't have a manual. I'll try and forage one eventually, but if any of you guys come across a manual for Suikoden 5, let me know and I'll buy it off you. I think separating manuals from games is just as bad for collectors in general. Pretty savage. Oh, I agree, Goblin. I think it's disgusting that TVM even suggested it to his viewers. Oh yeah, if you're going to take a game in that don't give you any extra because it's got a manual or not, keep the manual, sell it on eBay. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to make a bit of extra cash, but that, for the other person on the other end that buys that, it's scummy as shit, isn't it? Sound ill? I'm all right, mate. I'm just tired. I always get a little bit deflated when I'm tired. Thank you for your concern, though. But I am fine, I promise you. Just tired. Best thing to do with PS1 disc that doesn't work anymore. Free coaster. Well, yeah, there is that. But if it's a game I've bought from CEX and it don't work, it goes straight back 100%. Like Blazing Dragons. That was one I got a while back from them, and it was scratched to shit and it didn't work. So that went straight back. I hate game for buying Game Station and Electronics Boutique. Yeah, yeah. You and me both. I fucking loved Electronics Boutique. I still have vivid memories of when I was there at midnight for the PS1 launch with my mum. She took me to the PS1 launch, and we were stood in a massive ass queue outside of Electronics Boutique in the French Gate Centre in Doncaster, if you know it, Luke. But yeah, I had amazing memories of Electronics Boutique. It's a shame they've gone now. I don't care if it has a manual, game works, it's okay for me. See, I don't mind with some games if it whether it has a manual or not. PS1 for me has to be complete or I don't buy it. PS2 pretty much the same. PS3 ideally with manual, I don't care really, and then PS4 and 5 it is what it is. I mean, shit, where did I put it? Crow Country, a PS5 game, it's got a fucking manual, instruction manual, and a fucking poster. You don't get that on PS5 games very often, do you? I was buzzing when I opened it up and there were a fucking instruction manual inside. I couldn't believe it. Well, yeah, fucking love that. Manuals, man. It's a shame they don't bloody print them anymore, isn't it? Although there's a guy, by the way, if you were bothered about manuals, there's a guy on Etsy who manufactures manuals for games, for modern games, and they're actually really fucking well done as well. I was flicking through the pictures of his manual he did for Resident Evil Requiem. Fucking amazing. Probably better than what fucking Capcom would have done. Check. Hang on, I missed something here. What's that? You might have a spare manual. Mate, if you've got a spare manual for Suikoden 5, you'll get the best reach around you've ever had, I promise you. You got a manual for Suikoden 1. See, I've got a manual for all the other ones, just number 5. Goblin, nobody would keep the game I took back for the price they wanted. Oh, did Goblin say something? Oh, yeah, about separating. Yeah, I see it. I still don't know if you can abuse a Blu-ray disc like that. But to be fair, any damage to a Blu-ray disc is intentional. That's how I see it. Because you can't scratch a Blu-ray disc by wiping it with a T-shirt or putting it on side. Because Blu-rays don't scratch like that. TVM, yeah, he did disappear. I think he just disappeared into ether. He came back like 2 months later to apologize and then literally disappeared again straight after. I got 2 in one case, but not sure which. Well, gets to looking, Wayno. Get on it, mate. Wayne needs an early night. Yeah, well, to be fair, I'll be getting off in a bit anyway, because I'm going to go to fucking bed soon. I'm fucking knackered, guys. How many people care about? Everyone know my gaming family. Yes, you know it, Parky. That's how it is. It's a community here, right? That's how we want it. PS3 onwards don't really have much for manuals. Oh, hey up, Blurry. How are we doing? PS2 and PS1 are substantial ones, so it's nice to have them. Oh, I agree, mate. Shit, hang on. Like, I was quite pleasantly surprised that a football game, I got it today, right? It arrived today. And of all things, a football game, it's got quite a nice chunky manual. I mean, look at that. It's not the chunkiest of chunks. That honor lies with Total NBA NBA Live 97 for having the chunkiest manual. So much so, I hounded Goblin for weeks to go and buy that game just so it would be number 1 on his manual weighing board, which it is. Can't believe you got that for 14 quid. Oh, Crow Country? Yeah, fucking right bargain. Amazon for you. Respect to them. Yeah, for what? For putting a manual in it? Yeah, 100%. I remember in the 90s, early 2000s, going to York. There used to be a Virgin Megastore across the street from H&B. Wow, I used to go in there quite regular. I used to go York all the time when I was younger. But yeah, fucking hell, Virgin Megastores. Do they even still exist anymore, Virgin Megastores? I don't think they do they? To be fair, I'm surprised HMV still exists, because when you go in one now, all it is fucking Funkos and fucking Lego, like walking into game. Funkos, Lego, and fucking plushies. Most PS3 games still have a manual. Yes, most do, but they stopped manufacturing manuals, I want to say 2012, and they started being those white paper slips instead in PS3 games. I don't. I had number 4 and came with 5 manual. Sorry, I thought I had a spare. I don't. I had number 4 and came with 5 manual also, so bought 5 without manual. Ah, right, I get you, mate. Thank you for looking, though, dude. I mean, shit, if anybody ever comes across the Suikoden 5 manual, you'll get the best blowy you've ever had. I promise you. I'm joking. I'll buy it off you. I used to use MVC a lot. MVC. Why do I know that? Why do I know MVC? What is MVC? It sounds very familiar. I have a Crash Team Racing PS1 manual spare. I've already got a manual for my Crash Team though, but sell it on eBay, mate. You'll probably get a few quid for it. I would always go into Virgin Megastores and play PS1 before I go. Same. I remember walking into one. No, well, not for PS1. Sorry, it was I think it was not PS1, and Nintendo 64. When that first came out, because there were GoldenEye on the HMV. In HMV, it was one of those little cabinets, and it was GoldenEye, and that was the first time I ever played it, and I was fucking obsessed. And I used to bunk off school to get a bus into town to just DOS in HMV for about an hour before a staff member caught me, and I'd play GoldenEye, and then I'd get kicked out, and then I'd leave it a minute and put my jumper on inside out because I thought I was clever, and go back in and spend another hour playing GoldenEye on their N64 till another staff member would be like, I think you've played that long enough, get gone. And I used to just keep doing it, walk around, take my jacket off, put it in my bag, go in. Fucking why not? It was funny as fuck. We could do with a proper game store that sells games. We don't have much choice for new games. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I think the problem with that though, Dan, is just there's not enough people that are willing to take the financial risk these days. It's like one of my local independents, to me, it's like just up the way. Yeah, they have quite a fair bit of second-hand stuff, and it's all well overpriced, and I mean well overpriced. It's like almost twice CEX prices. But if you want a new release, you have to basically, you can't just walk into that shop and have a look on shelf and have a look at the new releases. You have to know the game in advance and order it with them, if you know what I mean. Which, doing that is kind of counterproductive because you can just do it on fucking Amazon and get it cheaper anyway. So I think it's just a problem these days is a lot of independent game shops, they're very greedy, and I mean fucking greedy. I mean, well, you've probably all seen the negatives that people have with the gaming conventions where the prices are over the top, and then obviously independents, they can charge what they want, because if the ones that have got like a captive audience from people on YouTube, for example, that big up a place, then if the more people are starting to go there, they'll be like, let's charge a little bit more. I think it's just down to greed at the end of the day, or risk factors, Dan, in all honesty. Sold games, DVDs, CDs cheaper than HMV. It did sound familiar, but I don't know if I've ever been to an MVC. Completely forgot until you mentioned it. I had one here in Coventry. Used to love it. Yeah, I honestly, I know the name, but I don't really, I can't picture it. It's not like, like with Blockbuster. Every you say it, everybody can picture a Blockbuster. I can't picture the MVC. There was a girls' only school where I grew up. They called that the Virgin Megastore. Well, if you were around, Dan, would it have still been a Megastore? I remember buying Suikoden from HMV. Shit, man. Funny thing, when I first got my PS3, I had a new game that didn't come with a manual, but a slip with the controls written down. And then most of the pre-owned came with manuals. Oh, really? I had no idea. Shoot, I didn't know they had a new game that didn't come with a manual, but a slip with the controls. Yeah, no idea, mate. I didn't know that. Have I got Suikoden Tactics as well? No, because it never came out in the UK. Is that a PS1 game, Wayno? Suikoden Tactics? That's not a PS1 game, is it? You have to tell me what console that's on, because I haven't, no. Well, I'm heading to bed. Hey, no worries, Birdie. I won't be on much longer anyway, mate. Good night, dude. Hope you have a good evening. Oh, good night. Those retro gaming markets are terrible for ripping people off. Price gouging at its finest. That's it, Sky Blue. I wish more people understood it. I mean, I know they have to pay for a table, right? I get that the table to have the space at a convention is quite pricey, but upping your prices to cover that, putting that onus on your customers, it's a little bit scummy, bottom of the barrel behaviour, that really, isn't it? Oh, look, I've had to pay 100 quid for this table, so you know what? All my games are a 10 quid more than they're worth just to cover costs. You know what I mean? I hate the scumminess of people. MVC had some great bargains. I think they closed down mid-2000s. Ah, man. See, Suikoden Taxis is PS2. Well, then, no, then, mate, because I'm not a PS2 guy, am I? You should know that. I do have a game on Nintendo DS called Suikoden or Suikoden, however you pronounce it. Tearcries or Tearcries. I've got that on DS. It's worth like 100 and odd quid. Never played it. It'll just sit in a box. Post a pic on Discord. Yeah, do so, Wayno. I might have to have a look at that. Tasman was always in MVC. Most of my CD collection came from there. It's PAL. Okay. Suikoden 4, 5, and Tactics were released in Europe. Suikoden 3 wasn't. So yeah, I knew everything there apart from the Tactics one, Sky Blue. I honestly didn't know Tactics was PS2, let alone bloody Europe. I don't know. I might have confused it a little bit with Final Fantasy Tactics because I know Final Fantasy Tactics came out on PS1, but just not here in Europe for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. It carries save data. Oh, I'll have to have a look into that. Is it a pricey one? I hope not, because in my opinion, my PS2 collection was complete. But obviously, if I need that Suikoden Tactics, then it's not complete. Although it's not really complete, but in my perspective, look, you might see my PS2 collection is those 3 shelves there and that bit next to the pink box. Like there. Where am I going? That way. That fucking hell, it's hard to do in reverse. That way. That side of the box. But that's my entire PS2 collection. And that's just because I don't give 2 shits about PS2 in all honesty. I think it carries. Not sure what data. It might just be names of people. Not sure. No, I'll find the Tactics game elsewhere. Wayno just needs to sell me a Skeleton Warriors for sure, because I'm having a hard time finding that, if I'm honest. Mostly just because it's not a common game, is it? It's like CEX. CEX today had Real Bout Fatal Fury on the PS1 for sale. Someone bought it before I got the chance to, but it was 60 quid on eBay. People are selling it for like 150, and I hate that. You know, people thinking just because CEX haven't got a game in stock that they can start charging what the fuck they want for it. It's like me saying because they haven't got Cindy's Fashion World in stock, I can sell it for 55 grand. It's no different. I hate that mentality as well. Is it rare? No, it's not really. It's not rare, Gareth. It's just oh shit! I thought you were on about something else. Tactics, 40 to 50 quid, 38 at CEX. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to add another fucking PS2 game to my wanted list, innit? Well, yeah, I thought you were on about Skeleton Warriors then, Gareth. Sorry, mate. Oh, is it not a with or without game? To be fair though, I bought all 3 of the Shadow Hearts games, and only one of them is with or without manual listing, and all of them came with the manual, so I can't complain too much. Skeleton Warriors, yeah, Skeleton Warriors. It's not rare, it's just, but it's not common either, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's just in the middle of the road kind of game, I think. But I'll get it eventually. I mean, shit, I've got fucking, hang on, 1,166 games now. That includes the 4 I've got today. So I'll get it eventually. Those eBay sellers probably cleaned out CX stock to corner the market and sell for high price. I wouldn't be surprised, mate. I really wouldn't. There's a lot of that shit going around at the minute. I can't remember. There was a fucking, when this fucking situation with PC building where prices have gone. Is it the RAM or something? I know a lot of people were buying all the fucking RAMs from CEX because I remember them on about it. They were having to put like limits on what they were selling to individual customers, and CEX were getting bought out, so then people could stick them on eBay for whatever they bloody wanted. I don't know shit all about PCs, so I just remember hearing about it. I want a shout out when you get it. You will, mate, but you'll get an even better one if you sell it, mate. True story, mate. It's a shame that lots of prices are based on whether the games are rare or not. Or just what what I feel like it's worth. Yeah, that drives me mad, man. I mean, I never understand where pricing structure comes from for some games anyway. I mean, I know a lot of it comes down to rarity for sure. No, there'd be a catch. But yeah, I know a lot of it's down to rarity, but I guess some of it goes down to desirability as well. Like I'll use Silent Hill 1 as an example. It's a common game. It's everywhere, right? Every bugger knows Silent Hill 1 got a platinum release, which means it sold over 500,000 copies, I believe the threshold was, which means it got a platinum release, which then probably went on to sell another 500,000 copies because platinum releases were always price capped at $19.99. So I'd imagine there's probably more than a million, easily a million PS1 copies of fucking Silent Hill. But people want like 150 plus for it. And then you've got games like one of my favorite games, Future Cop LAPD. It sold less than 200,000 copies worldwide and tends to be around the 50 quid mark. And it's like a lot fucking rarer. So I with that in mind, for myself, it just confuses me. And in all honesty, I'd rather play Future Cop than Silent Hill 1. But that's just me. But yeah, I just don't understand the pricing structures of things at all. Probably like you said there, Sky Blue, about fucking when people buy stuff out and then sell them on eBay to corner the market, then CEX clock it, and then they start, well, we'll sell it for more as well. And then you end up in a vicious cycle, don't you? It's a shame that lots of person always buy games I've not heard of. That's how I got Skelly Warriors. See, I've been trying to do that. That's been my approach with PS1 games for probably the last few months. You know, obviously I'm in the business end of my list now. I've got like less than 250 games left on my list. So I've just been looking through it, and I'll look through each letter. So I'll look in the A section and I'll be like, I want that game next. But I've never heard of it. I'll go for that game. That's kind of been my approach, because now I now own every PS1 game I had as a kid. Every single PS1 game I ever had as a kid, I own. There may be the odd ones that I played on a demo that I'm yet to own, but yeah, now I'm just literally going, right, I want that. Now, as so on and so fucking forth, you know. And now, well, he knows I've wanted that Skeleton Warriors for a while, but you should sell it me, Wayno. I'll make it worth your while, mate. I'll do you a trade, even if you want. I'll give you something decent on PS3 or something, you know, or I might give you some PS1 games that you might not have that I've got doubles of. I mean, shit, I've got quite a few PS1 doubles somewhere behind me. I was going to collect. No, then Last of Us, how are we doing? I was going to collect for PS1, but the options and price in the UK is shocking. Not worth bothering. Yeah, the prices for PS1 games, and I'll tell you straight, I didn't realize when I first started collecting the PS1 games, my drive when I first started was purely nostalgia, and I just thought I always wanted a big game collection as a kid. Why not get all at PlayStation 1? And then when I came out with that in my mind, I was like, yeah, let's just fucking do it. And I never put any thought into rarity and prices at the beginning at all. And then when I got obviously more and more games over time, I started realizing that the costs soon fucking add up. And at the time, I didn't know there was fucking Cindy's Fashion World that had been $1,000 just for one game. And then fucking Clock Tower or fucking Castlevania, I didn't know they were like 500 quid. I had no idea of that at the time. I was just like, yeah, I want them. I want to collect them. And then you've got fucking stupid variations of games like where is it? Fucking hell. Like the double box variants. Like the original Wipeout, it's like a £10 game, but the double box version, it's like 70, 80 quid or something stupid. So I never knew any of that either when I went into it. But if I'd done the research beforehand, I probably wouldn't have gone down that road myself. But I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I didn't now because I'm so deep into the fucking PS1 collecting. I think it'd be stupid if I gave up now. Do you know what I mean? I'll be honest. I've considered quitting the collection quite a few times, mostly just because of the fucking price and the pain in the arse of dealing with receiving duff goods, you know, that are not very good quality. So yeah, I've considered not carrying on, but then I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'll just carry on. Like I said a few times, I hate the idea of quitting things. Quitting annoys me as a person. I feel rage at myself if I quit something. So yeah, I'll not quit it until I finish it. And then when I finish it, I'll probably keep going because there's a few PS1 American titles that I want as well. Cheesy, you don't see that too much, but it's bad. Yeah, Cheesy's quite a rare game. I've got it though. I can't reach it, but I can see it from here. But yeah, I've got Cheesy. It's a fucking weird game, that is. Cheesy Cheeseburger. I knew Gareth would jump on the food hype. Future LAPD is a great game. If it was a popular sound, there would probably be around 200. Yeah, it would be. I mean, I feel like Future Cop, though, the problem is it came out at just the wrong time. It came out around the same time as Tomb Raider 3. Or was it Tomb Raider 4? Tomb Raider 3, I think it was. Yeah, 98. It came out around the same time as that. It got overshadowed by that, as well as like a few other games. I mean, if any retro gamer knows, 1998 was quite possibly the best year for video games. I mean, so many fucking bangers came out at that time of year. That year, sorry. That I think Future Cop LAPD just got overlooked. Like, there's a lot of games that got overlooked from back then. You own every PS1 game we all had as a kid. Not quite, Wayno, but I'm probably getting there. I mean, there's 100%. There's a few games I'm missing that obviously people will have had as a kid. What the hell is the blue PS1 game on the back? It is Total NBA 97 with the rubberized. You probably can't. It's a basketball rubber texture on the front, and it's just a cardboard box with the disc in there, look like that. But yeah, it's I still have the black case version of this because a few people have been like, that drives my OCD mad, get rid of it. But I kind of like it that way. It stands out. So you got Grid on PS3, top game. Yeah, I've got Grid. All of them. All the grids. PS3 collection was so much cheaper. Only 2 games cost me triple. Yeah, PS3's damn sight cheaper. For now, at least. I imagine it won't stay that way for long, though, Dan. I paid daft money for Wipeout and Mickey double boxes. See, I don't have the Mickey double box. I have the single case version of Mickey. Mostly because the game is shit anyway, and I just don't want to pay 150 quid for the same game with a double case. But Wipeout, I think I paid 30 for the double box version. But I have seen it on Vinted and such for floating around the 70, 80 quid mark. But I wouldn't mind the double box of Mickey because I feel like I've not got the full version, even though it is the same game. I just like the double boxes anyway. I fucking love them. I'm trying to track down all of the white label 2 games in PS1. Some of them are quite hard to find. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. There was one. There's a dancing one that tends to be quite rare. It literally popped up on CEX the other day, and I saw it, and then within 2 minutes of me looking at something else and then going back, it had sold. So yeah, some of them are quite pricey as well. But I don't even. I have a feeling there was about 20 of those double pack games, and then you'll be on the demos. It never. I kind of already am on the demos anyway. I've got about 20 so far. I still want to go more. It's like Goblin. The only reason I asked you earlier about those PlayStation magazines on Vinted, I've considered collecting the magazines as well as of late, but then I figured after having a look, that guy's got a lot for sale, and I thought I just don't have fucking room for loads of magazines as well, so I've not bothered with the magazines. Demos though, 100%, and then the Japanese exclusives. There is a few Japanese games I do want, like there's Mazerna Falls, and there's a couple of others. Like I think Mazerna Falls is credited of being like one of the first open world games, isn't it? But yeah, there's a few. I have a weird one called Help Charity Compilation. It has Road Rush, Broken Sword, Mist on it. Yeah, I've got the Help collection, which has got those 3 games on it, and I've also got those 3 games separately in their original release form as well. OCD for you, I guess. But yeah, it's not super common, that Help Charity one these days. 98 at Spiral Crash Free. Very well. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid was 98. Resident Evil 2 was 98. Future Cop was 98. Tomb Raider 3 was 98. And that's just on PS1. And then I think on 360 you had things like fucking Zelda and fucking loads of other shit. Without Googling it, I just know that 98 is credited of being one of the best years for video games of all time. But yeah, those games 100% would overshadow anything. What, them clear cases behind you? Clear cases behind me? Are you talking about them ones there? If you're talking about them, they're PS3 games. They're only like that because they need sorting out. I haven't sorted them out yet. They're just, instead of being spine facing, the spine facing upwards, and they're only like that because they're not in alphabetical order, and it fucking annoys me when I look at the shelf and there's B here and A over here and fucking Z before A. I just need to sort it out, but truth be told, I just can't be fucking arsed, mate. I messed up with Mickey and didn't get it with the soundtrack and sticker. Oh no, mate. So you're gonna try and source the soundtrack and sticker? Fucking hell. I've got 2 to 3 PS4 5 games. I'll have to also been looking for PS1 games. Not copying you, by the way. Just a few PS1 games. Yeah, hey, look, if you want PS1 games, no one's ever going to think you're copying me if you want just a few PS1 games. I'm just one of those special kind of nerds that wanted to get all of the PS1 games rather than just the ones I had as a kid. I just wanted all of them because I'm a greedy fucker, I guess. And then if you're on the Hot Wheels. No, Hot Wheels, not for me, mate. No way. Just a few of like some Hondas or maybe cars that I've owned in the past. I wouldn't mind having a little Hot Wheels of that. An NTSC PS2 just for Suikoden 3. To be fair, I've got an American PS2. It's up there. It's the silver fat one. Sideways PS3 cases. Yeah, they are sideways PS3 cases. I like the Help comp, love Road Rush, Broken Sword. Wasn't keen on Mist. Mist, it's quite tough. It's just a fucking problem is it's just one of those FMV games, isn't it? Resi 2 was the first to play as a kid. Them crows. Oh god. I think the dogs in Resi 1 I found more scary than the crows in the second one. Mostly just because it was a repetition of what you've already seen before. But I can understand if it was your first one, it scared the crap out of you. 100%. You're not a nerd. There's something. Well, I'm openly admit I'm a fucking nerd, but you know, it's all good. I'm not ashamed to call myself a nerd. I like geeky shit. Like outside of gaming stuff on YouTube, I listen and watch a lot of educational shit, like how dams work, and how they're built, and fucking how all sorts of different machinery is built and how it works, and fucking I watch a lot of shit about volcanoes and earthquakes and natural disasters and shit. I just love finding out new things. I like to learn. But yeah, I'm weird. What? Goblin, we knew it, didn't we? Missed his cryptic as hell. Yeah, it fucking is. I don't watch anime. Fuck no. I would rather wank a dog off than fucking watch anime. And I ain't doing either of those, just to be clear. You know what I mean? I will not watch it. I might watch a lady called Anna May on a Bluey or two. Do you know what I mean? Well, look, I had to use something extreme to make you understand that I do not watch anime. Lucky dog. Isn't Riven the sequel to Mr. 5 disc game on PS1? It is. It sure is. I'll even show you if you want. Oh, it's up there. I'll have to stand up. I'm not standing up. But yeah, it's a 5 disc game, Riven. Babe Station is a throwback. Yeah, fucking Babe Station, man. Jesus. The 10-minute. If anybody knows who used to have Sky back in the 90s, will remember the 10-minute previews you used to get of what you were expecting that night. Oh, to be a teenager again. Babe Station is a slapper asking, what do you want? A coffee or a tea? 5 disc. Yeah, it's mad to think that there was like, it's like Myst is only a 1 disc game, but Riven is a 5 disc game. But they're all just FMV sequences, so they're the reason why they're for it, because it took up a lot of data on the disc. Yeah, Robert has such a great soundtrack too, in my opinion. Super atmospheric. Parky Beat in here with Bonnie. Stop mentioning that woman's name, Gareth. I always said tea. 10 minutes is more than enough. Well, that's enough. That's more than enough time to get your job done, get it cleaned up, and have a fag and a brew. Do you know what I mean? You chill. A whole new world. Now then, Kev, how are we doing, mate? Hope you well. Where they wave the phone at you. I don't know what you mean. Is that on Babe Station? Is that where they talk on the phone? Is that what you're on about? Yeah, Sky Channel from midnight. Yeah, the 10-minute previews were a godsend as a teenager. I'm not saying that I watched them. Your mum always wondered why phone bill was high. Well, that's because you were probably calling what you thought was a nice, lovely blonde with big tits, and what it was some big giant effer on the other side who looked like she fell out at the back of a rhino. And trust me, I know that happened because a lad I used to work with, his wife was one of those ladies on the receiving end of phone calls who used to have to talk dirty to pervy blokes on the phone, and blokes ringing up thinking they're talking to Pamela Anderson, and really they're talking to fucking Miriam Margolyes or some shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Complete opposite end of what they really look supposed to look like. Yeah, right, Blurry. At dinner at your son's. Hey, no worry, Kev. You know, you do you, mate. You've got a life. Don't worry, mate. It's all good. Hope you're well, though, Kev. A walk-in mattress? I don't know what you mean by a walk-in mattress. Who did it? A 60-year-old slapper, yeah. Video coming at weekend regarding allegations. Yeah, Kev, go on, man. You're getting that video out at last. I'll have a new video out this weekend as well, because I've got quite a few new bits to... I've already showed some of you guys that have been here from the beginning, but yeah, I've got a new video. And there's a few other bits I'm going to rant and waffle on about in my next video, but I'll film it probably tomorrow afternoon or something daft. How are we doing, fanatics? Hope you're doing well. Just drop your cup after doing that. Well, never ring those phone lines expecting to speak to some cushy bird when I guarantee you it never is. Because the lad, like I said, the lad I used to work with, his missus, she was a lovely lady, but she wasn't what you'd be expecting to talk to when you look at the pictures in these magazines, for example. Waffle, yeah. You like the waffles, Blurry? I'll watch this back. Hey, no worries, mate. It's just me chatting pure shit for over 2 hours. But hey, if you like me chatting shit, mate, then I'm down for you watching it, dude. Don't worry about it. But only reason I didn't play a game tonight, Kev, is I'm just a bit tired. My eyes feel like fucking... it's hurting to open my eyes. So I just couldn't be bothered to focus on a game tonight. But I'm up early for work, and then I've got the weekend off. So hopefully I will get back on with Kudelka tomorrow night, and we'll try and push to get at least onto the next disc as well. I'd rather Dorian. Chat been more fun. Yeah, I've enjoyed this chat, to be fair. It's been all right, hasn't it? Because that game, I know that game's not for everybody, because it's quite slow, especially when it comes to the combat. It's quite slow, and it's quite samey in the combat sense. So I know it's not for everybody, but I remember loving it years ago. So I'll carry on playing it, and I'll finish it. Love a good chat. Yeah, man, I fucking love a good chat as well, me, mate. I just love to fucking chat shit all the time. Whether, I mean, I don't actually chat shit more often than not. I usually tell the truth, but I just love to fucking waffle on and on and on. You know what I mean? It's like I'm fucking been on the sauce or something. I can't fucking shut up. Love chat with you all. Yeah, that's what this community is about, isn't it? Just to chat, see how your day's been, what you're up to, what colour your shit was. Do you know what I mean? Gareth ringing Babe Station asking what do you have for tea. Gareth will be ringing up and be like, I'm sat here with a cup of tea and some chocolate digestives. What's your favourite biscuit, love? I like a hobnob, and I love all the crumbs right in between me luscious breasts. What do you mean we lost? What's this mean? Call up expecting a hottie with massive boobs, but you end up chatting to Yorkie while you're feeding the geese. You want to feed the geese to me talking? I can talk like a lady. Hi there. How's your day been, darling? If you ever hear a little bit of a sus voice when you ring one of these up, it's probably me. Game we got today in for everybody. We all got different tastes. Yeah, we have, mate. Oh yes, pour that gravy on. Pour that gravy on. Fucking hell. Ooh, pour that gravy on me, darling. The fucking baby gravy. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking soggy bottom. Fucking hell, I can't. My fucking eyes are watering again. It's like fucking Quickie Lorraine all over again. My fucking eyes are watering. Oh dear me. Anyway, folks, I am gonna call it quits for tonight. It's 10 o'clock and I want to go to bed. I've got work in the morning, so tomorrow afternoon, I'm not sure what time yet, but it should be around 6-ish, around 6. I will continue with Kudelka, yeah? I wish McKeish would have a soggy bottom. But that's what you said to Lorraine, right, Gareth? Let's have a quickie, Lorraine. You're too young, mate. What have you been watching? Anyway, folks, it's been a fucking blast. Laughing my ass off, as always, chatting pure nonsense with you guys, whether it be talking about fucking Babe Station or fucking food or CX, whatever, you know. But yeah, I'll catch you all again tomorrow night if you join me for the game. Yeah, over to Goblin. Moist. Fucking, I hate that word. It's funny, but I hate that word. Moist. Anyway, I'm off. See you later, folks. Thank you for joining in and partaking in the waffleage. It's been fun, as always. I love you guys. Catch you again soon. Bye.